Hello and welcome, Awakened Souls. My name is Hayley and this is Divinity Tarot and Tea. I'll be having a cup of tea during this reading as tarot and tea go so well together. So grab a drink of your choice, get comfy and join me as we spill the tea together on your love situation. It's Friday and we're going to do anything goes. As in, I don't know if this will be twin flames, I don't know if it'll be soulmates, or narcissist versus empath, it could be anything. So I'm using these story cards, which they're not really Halloween themed, but they're a bit different, a bit quirky. So in the first position is the person on your mind, who you've come to this reading for, what their thoughts, feelings and actions are in the last 24 hours from whenever you find this reading. We have friendship. You can see here in this picture there's a lot of green, which reminds me of the heart chakra. And this girl, she's alone, and yet it says friendship. She's wearing cat ears and there's a cat in the tree, but she has her back turned towards it, which is showing me that this person is longing for connection. They're longing for a real connection. Their heart is yearning, longing for something real. You know, they could even be in a situation already, but it's unfulfilling. That's what I'm picking up, yeah. It's like there is a situation there, but they've got their back turned towards it. It's like, yeah, but that's not real, because that's a cat and I'm just wearing cat ears. That's not real love. I'm looking for the real deal. So we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse position. So the Knight of Wands is around, that sort of immature, childish enthusiasm, a little bit quick off the mark, a little bit gung-ho. So I'm feeling like, they were very hasty when they got themselves into their current situation. It could have been when they were young. I'm feeling like they were in their 20s or something like that. And they feel like they weren't, looking back in hindsight, they weren't ready to make such a big decision. And yet they feel like the rest of their life is dictated, the rest of their life is stuck because of a decision that they made when they were very, very young. So this could be a marriage. This could be a contract that has them feeling very stuck. A marriage that happened in their 20s when they were the Knight of Wands. That, less mature energy. They couldn't possibly have known then what they know now. And we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse position. Yeah, again, it's more of that pining energy, that longing energy. It's like they've always wanted that real connection, that real love, but they sort of closed their heart to it. I feel like the marriage went stale a long time ago. And they just felt very stuck in their situation and didn't think that there was a way out. But then you came along. you came along and stirred up all these feelings within them that they thought they'd put to bed forever. They thought were dormant, never to be seen again. But, despite their best efforts to block you out, you got in somehow. You penetrated their mind and their thoughts. It was almost, I'm getting the word invasive. It was quite invasive because they were thinking about you all the time, even though they were trying to push you away. Because it's in reverse, and it's like trying to push the thoughts away. Like, I don't want them. I can't have them. I'm a married man. I can't be thinking of you like that. But it insisted. I even feel, because we see the witch here, I even feel she's reaching for the love potion, that he thought at one stage that you put a love spell on him. I don't think that's the case. I'm picking up that this is twin flames or a soulmate connection. And yeah, it will feel like that because it feels like you're being drawn against your will, but it's that magnetizing energy. And the funny thing with twin flames is it happens at the most illogical time because soul doesn't recognize societal norms, because societal norms just aren't normal. Let's be honest. Making a contract in your 20s and being stuck in this contract, in your 40s, 50s, 60s because of what you did when you were immature and didn't know better is ludicrous. It's absolutely insane, isn't it? So soul doesn't even deem to recognize that. But the other reason why twin flames are often already in a marriage or in a relationship when you meet is because it's the lessons that need to be learnt on both sides. There's lessons around being patient. There's lessons around, dropping any jealousy or any attachments. There's lessons around having to stand up for yourself, having to follow your heart. So it's all very necessary. Like, it happens that way for a reason. It's not a mistake. That's why so many twin flames are in that situation. We have Four of Swords. Yeah, this person has been feeling, quite depressed, sad. They feel really stuck. They feel powerless. But, powerless is a state of mind, isn't it? It's all about perspective. So we'll take a look at the second position here, which is any blocks or obstacles or further messages from Spirit around this. Union. This is what they're longing for. They're longing for you. They're longing to be with you. They can't think of anything else. You are what infiltrates his thoughts day and night. It's almost like an infestation. You're just there in his mind all the time. Nine of Swords. Yeah, and it's got him so depressed because he feels stuck. And again, it's that perspective. He feels stuck. Nobody's stuck. Nobody is ever stuck. Ace of Pentacles. They're trying to manifest a way out of their situation. You know, they're sitting there and fantasizing about, what if I did this, or what if I did that, or what if this happened, or what if that happened to get me out of this. You know, it's really funny. I've had this song in my head this morning, and the songs I get in my head are usually relevant to the twin flame journey, and I couldn't figure out this song for a while. It's that song, "Oh, the Israelites." I was like, why is that song in my head? But then, you know, I kept seeing pictures of Moses with his staff parting the Red Sea, and the chariot, which is in the tarot, you know, coming up behind them, and then the Red Sea crushing over top of the chariot. And then I thought, why is this relevant to anything? And then I thought, he's freeing himself from bondage. The divine masculine is freeing himself from an oppressive situation. You know, nothing is impossible. It's a state of mind. The only restrictions or obstacles are the ones that are in our head already. You know, anything is possible. You know, the Red Sea was parted so that the Israelites could get away from the Egyptians. We have the Magician in reverse. Yeah, he needs to take back his power, but that's part of his lesson. This is part of his lesson, that why he was in a marriage when this twin flame situation came about. This is the whole reason. The lesson is the reason, and there's no getting around that. You know, no one's going to come in and do it for him. He can't pray for Moses to come along and part the Red Sea. You know, that's a bit too fantastical. He's just going to have to go and do it himself. He's going to have to go and stand up to his oppressor and free himself. Take back his power and listen to his heart. Follow his own heart. Not his head, because his head's playing tricks. His head is telling him that he's stuck. His head is saying that he can't. His head is saying that there's no way out. His head is a liar. So let's look at your current energy on the situation. We have gratitude. So what is gratitude? Gratitude is a frequency, it's an energy. It's higher up in the spectrum of energies. It's near the top. It's a soul frequency. When we step into gratitude, gratitude for the good and the bad, not just the good things, then it brings us up into that soul frequency energy, and it raises our vibration. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse position. I actually feel like this divine feminine that I'm picking up on here has actually transmuted the energy so efficiently as to be grateful for being in this current separation. It's like you've figured out that this separation is necessary, and you're even grateful for it. You're grateful for the time apart from your masculine so that he can think about what needs to be done, he can step into action, and that you can go within and do the inner healing. Ace of Swords. So when I think of the Ace of Swords, I think of intentions, setting intentions. And I feel like that's where you're at the moment. You've taken back your power by not just being in gratitude for things that have happened to you in your past, but also being in forgiveness. And when you do that, you take back your power, your personal power. So what I mean by that is nobody has control over you. You are soul. You wrote this life before you got here. Everything that happened to you was because you wrote it that way. You manifested it. You asked those people to come into your incarnation and give you those lessons. You know, if you sit there in blame and victimhood, then you're giving the power to the abuser. You're giving your power away to other people. By being in gratitude and forgiveness, you're actually taking back your own sovereign power. Understanding that no one has any power over you. You know, you are not in that slavehood to other people. So Knight of Swords in the reverse position. So I feel like you are very much in the flow at the moment. You're very much in a flow state, allowing things to happen, allowing it to unfold the way that it should. And also understanding that everything that happened in your past happened the way it should have happened for a reason. So yeah, you are in a very good state of mind here. The complete opposite to where your masculine is at the moment. Because your masculine is in that opposite energy. He's given away his power. He is, you know, feeling oppressed. He's being in victimhood. He is in that energy of, why is this happening to me? Instead of being grateful for it happening to him. He is in that energy of blaming the other person instead of taking back his sovereign power and saying, this is happening for me, not to me. Giving. Yeah, that's that real sun energy. And again, I'm seeing a lot of that green and yellow, so solar plexus and heart chakra energy. Two of Cups in the reverse position. While you are in separation, you are feeling your masculine's energy. You are feeling his anguish. And as that energy is coming in towards you, you are doing what you have done with your own thoughts and feelings. You are turning it around. You are transmuting it for him. This is all done on the 5D. It's like you're helping your masculine, but on the 5D level. Queen of Swords in the reverse position. Yeah, you're understanding that your masculine is going through a hard time at the moment. He's with this karmic woman. He's feeling really oppressed. He's feeling very stuck. And you're just generously opening your heart and processing that for him. Three of Cups in the reverse position. You're also allowing him this opportunity to process this himself by staying away, by not interfering, by just staying in your own lane, keeping your distance. You know, you don't want to make things worse by this being a third party situation. You're just, you know, staying out of it, letting him come to it in his own time. So we'll look at the mutual energy for the two of you here. Princess of the Borderland. So I feel like that's the world in between worlds. So, you know, you share the same soul. You and your divine masculine, you share the same soul. You are one. You know, you have two separate bodies, two separate lives, but you are able to come together in that space on the 5D, in the heart chakra. And that's the borderland between the two of you, where you can meet up together. And, you know, it normally happens in dreams or right before you go to sleep. You feel that connection with your divine masculine. And I feel like you are really loving that space at the moment. It's like you're understanding that you can never be apart from your divine masculine. He's always there, in that place, in the borderland, in the world between worlds. The Hanged Man. And so, yeah, you're okay. You're completely okay with everything that's going on. You're just in that flow energy, no expectations to outcomes, just allowing. Page of Cups. Yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of work done on your behalf and needing to be done with your masculine on the inner child. A lot of healing from the past. A lot of core wounds that were surfaced and processed. Four of Cups. Yeah, the situation for your masculine is hard, but like I say, this is the reason. The lesson is the reason for all of this, why you met, when they were married. You know, them liberating themselves from that oppression is all part of it. So I'm going to take a look at a telepathic song card here. Plans by Birds of Tokyo. When I first got that song in my head, I didn't know the lyrics, I didn't know who sung it, I didn't know what it was called, I didn't know what the relevance was about that song. But then I looked it up, you know, I heard a piece in my head that made sense and I typed that bit of the lyrics in and I found the song, and it's called Plans by Birds of Tokyo. And it's very much feels like a Twin Flames song. Take a listen to it. So I'm going to finish up with a tea leaf reading here. And by the way, the plans could also be your masculine making plans or the divine making plans to bring you together. So let's take a look in the cup. And I can see what looks like, it looks like a magician here. And I feel like that is, you've already stepped into taking back your power, but that's your masculine needing to step into that energy of taking back his power as well. I can see a big X here. And so yeah, there is some energetic blocks at the moment as to why you need to remain separate. I feel like Divine has put a block in place because you need time apart so that your masculine can come into that understanding and that healing. I can see a bird on a nest. So yeah, that's that new life, that new energy. This is just a phase. That springtime energy will come around. So yeah, I'm going to leave that there. And if you enjoyed that reading, please give it a thumbs up, share or like or comment or whatever. And I send you all so much love and joy on your path. Take care now. Bye.